For you, obviously a tough loss here at Cal. What's kind of been the energy and mindset at practice throughout the week to try to get back on track?
Just moving forward, trying to work on get better after every single play. Just take it one play at a time. But obviously we got to learn from our mistakes, watch the film, see what we did wrong, and learn from that, and just move forward.
Yeah, and I mean, just really a couple plays have really dictated Boston College's overall record. How close do you think this team is to actually getting back on track?
We're right there. It comes down to 5 or 6 plays really. They can just change the complete momentum of a game. And I feel like once we figure that out, like Coach always says, you got to learn how to lose before you can learn how to win. Once we figure that out, I feel like we'll be set.
Yeah, and Pitt's obviously a very good team. You guys played them less than a year ago. What have you seen from film from them so far that makes them such a challenging opponent, especially their defense?
They got a lot of good players on their defense. We can't overlook our opponents. We have to acknowledge what they are. They got good linebackers. They got good D linemen, good secondary. They fly around on film. They can hit. They can cover. So it's a great challenge for us. It's a great opportunity to go show them what we got.
Yeah, and you all have your first noon game of the season on the road this weekend. Do you prefer noon games? What's kind of like that schedule-wise from a player's perspective?
In my preference, I'm not too big on noon games because you got to wake up a little bit earlier. But I'm more of a 3:30 kind of guy because you get a little bit more time to sleep in.
Can I just, if you're fine with it, can I just ask a few personal questions just to do something different?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just when did football first come into your life, and when did you first feel in love with the sport?
Football's been in my life since I was born. My dad played pro ball, so it was basically just indoctrinated into my life. I played tackle football in 4th grade, and I've just learned a lot, about myself and about other people through the sport.
Did you grow up in Pittsburgh where your father was drafted, or no?
No, I was born in Minnesota, but I only lived there for 1 year, and then I moved to Montana.
Gotcha. What are your favorite hobbies outside of football, and when you have free time at home, what's something you like to do?
When I'm back home, I like to go fishing, go hike up to a lake somewhere, pitch up some tents, and just fish for a couple of days. Those are the type of things that I like to do, or just hang out with my friends, relax, just let everything that's in your mind go out and spend a good time with your friends.
Do you have any aspirations that are not in the sport of football that people wouldn't know on the surface?
I want to run a business at some point. I don't know if that'll be within the next 20 or 30 years, but I want to be able to call the shots and try and govern a little group of people and see how successful I can be.
You know what type of business, or?
Not yet, no.
No, just working on that.
Yeah.
What was the best and worst thing about growing up in Montana?
Best thing was just the access to all the land out there. You have so much freedom to just really do whatever you want. The worst thing, I would probably say trying to get exposure for football because there's not much there. Because talent-wise, I wouldn't really say it's the best state to go find football players.
Yeah. Just finally, what's the best thing a teammate has done for you, either in high school or college?
I would say just right now, Louis Bond. He's my guy. We're always with each other on the field. We're always out there together when the ones are going. And he's probably one of the most generous teammates I've ever had. He has a really high generosity level. And he'll do whatever you ask him. He'll do anything for you, and the same thing should be done vice versa. So, yeah, I'd say Lewis. He's a really good guy.
Yeah. Appreciate you taking the time
You're
to
in
do
the
that.
finals here?
Yeah, sure. Reed, what steps have you taken this year to become a better receiver? How do you feel like you've refined your game?
I think it started with my mentality because you gotta have a dog mentality. You gotta be able to want the ball. You have to need the ball because that's what makes a receiver. You have to get open, run your routes, be clean, precise. You gotta have edges versus man. You gotta have speed and depth versus zone. So just changing your perspective on the game to know what you need to do to succeed.
What's the influence of Darryl Wyatt on your game, the coaching staff in general? How do they coach you?
Coach Wyatt's got a really good influence on me. He's a really structured and disciplined coach, and I like that from a coach because I don't want to be able to slack off at any point. I always want someone that holds me accountable, and those are all the things that I look for in a coach, and he has most of those attributes. So all the coaches are basically like that. Like that's what's good about our coaching staff is they all know where they want to go. They're all on the same page. So that's good for players to pick up on because we know what direction we need to go in.
Excellent. Pitt secondary. What do you see from their secondary and their defense in general?
Majority of the time they play quarters, so we need to take advantage of that, whether it's in the run or the pass game. And I think they've got experienced players at corner. Both of them are graduates, so they know what to look for. I played against them last year. It's going to be a good matchup again. I made plays, they made plays, so it's going to be a fun game, I think.